Okay, part 2 of the two-part series right here. We've got season 11 through season 19, and we have to lay down some groundworks right here. So basically, I'm going to be showing off the best figure from every single season, in my opinion. In my opinion, ladies and gentlemen. Also, stuff like Dragons Rising Season 1, Part 1 and Part 2, stuff like that, where it's like Part 1, Part 2. We're just going to be grouping those together. So stuff like all the waves that came out this year that are from Dragons Rising will just count as one because it is season 3 and we're going by seasons. Okay, let's get straight into it, and yeah, let's go. But yeah, the start was season 11. Now, this is very, very tough to say what it is, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I'm gonna double down on this, ladies and gentlemen. So for season 1, part 1, and part 2 for all the Dragons Rising shows, it'll count as one minifigure. And then for stuff like the Asphira and the Scroll of Forbidden Spinjitzu, we're going off the Ice chapter and the other chapter, okay? Because they're completely different, where the Dragons Rising stuff just layers on top of each other. So we'll only be doing 3 one for season 1, 1 for season 2, and 1 for season 3. Okay, so season 11, we have 2 figures. So from the first bit of the show, the Asphira part, we're going to have to pick Asphira. It's such a unique serpentine, ancient serpentine, really, really awesome molded head right there with the flames coming out of the side. Have to give it to Asphira. And then for the Ice chapter, we have to give it to the Ice Emperor. This is the only way to get an Evil Zane minifigure, and it looks really, really good. Got that nice ice, like just coming out of the shoulder, like almost like he's been hit by ice, or the ice is just overwhelming him, and it's just sticking out, coming out all through him. Yeah, the Ice Emperor is awesome, and that is the 2 best minifigures for season 11. Next up, we have got season 12, which is Prime Empire, and we're gonna have to go with the pink Ninja, ladies and gentlemen. This was a figure that's just so hype when it came out, ladies and gentlemen. Back when Prime Empire came out, we were waiting for a pink Ninja Zane minifigure for nearly 10 years at that point. Like, I think it was just about 10 years, yeah? Because season 1, it happened in Rise of the Snakes, where Lloyd Garmadon mixed Kai's ninja suit with Zane's ninja suit, making the pink ninja. So yeah, very iconic figure to finally get in season 12, over 11 seasons later, but well worth the wait. This is an amazing figure. I could have went with Unagami, or Ukino, or one of the ninja, or Harumi, but I was like, you know what? The pink ninja man, just way too iconic not to take the top spot for season 12, Prime Empire. Okay, now we are moving on to season 13, the Master of the Stone Mountain. Unfortunately, we did not get a Lily figure in this wave, but we have to go with the Skull Sorcerer for this wave, ladies and gentlemen. I absolutely love the molded headpiece right there with the hat, the skull as well. Oh my goodness, that is awesome. Now, I will also disclose that stuff like Spinjitzu Burst, Air Jutsu, and other stuff do not count. We're going for the main box set, so they have to be in a main box set to actually be on the list, ladies and gentlemen, as well. So yeah, the Skull Sorcerer takes it, ladies and gentlemen. Some really awesome ninja minifigures as well, but the Skull Sorcerer is just way too strong in season 13. Okay, next one up, we have season 14, part 1, which is the Keepers of the Island. We're going to have to go with the Keeper of the Island, the General, right here. I forgot his name, but man, that headpiece, that headpiece is absolutely amazing. Awesome detail on the torso, great leg printing as well. Has a really mean looking face that makes him look like an absolute menace, ladies and gentlemen, and this is such an underrated season 4 sets, ladies and gentlemen, and minifigures. There's so many good minifigures, there's so many good sets in this wave. Just because it was 4 episodes long does not mean that the sets and the minifigures are bad whatsoever. But yeah, the General has to take it, ladies and gentlemen. He just looks way too awesome not to take season 14 part 1, the Keepers of the Island. Okay, next up we have season 14 once again, but this time we have got Seabound instead of Skybound. Skybound was in part 1, so be sure to check that out. But yeah, we are going with the NRG Nia right here. The suits were terrible in this wave, to be honest, ladies and gentlemen. I did not like the scuba suits whatsoever. It was really just between Prince Kalmar and NRG Nia, and NRG Nia is such a good minifigure to get. We finally get one. Unfortunately, it does not line up with the other original NRG Ninja, or like anything like the Air Jutsu or the Spinjitzu Burst Ninja, but it is a great way to get finally an NRG Nia, and yet Nia is taking the win for this season. Up, we have got season 15, the final season for Ninjago Masters of Spinjitzu right here, ladies and gentlemen. What a finale it was. You can see that awesome crystallized chicken on the cover there. And yeah, there were so many good minifigures. We got the return of the purple ninja. Even just the regular gold ninja was awesome as well. Unfortunately, Skylar did not come in any sets whatsoever, ladies and gentlemen. There's also an awesome Master Wu figure. The Oni versions, the gold Oni versions of Lloyd and Garmadon, and then you've also got the dragon suits right there for all the ninja and even the Crystal King. This was an amazing series right here, great episodes and awesome minifigures and awesome sets, ladies and gentlemen. But it's very hard to narrow down which figure we had to go with here, because there was just so many good minifigures that it took me at least an hour to narrow it down to one Pacific minifigure, and it was tough, ladies and gentlemen. It was tough. There was no joke about it. This is some of the best minifigures in one of the best seasons, and yeah, but I had to go with the Golden Dragon Suit Master Cole right here. Just the vibrance of the awesome brown with the gold really pops, ladies and gentlemen. The brownie orange with the gold is just so crisp, and yeah, it's probably my favorite dragon suit, which I don't really like Cole stuff too much, but there's just something about that orangey brown with the gold that just hits. It's just bussin', ladies and gentlemen. It's just bussin'. And it takes season 15 without a shadow of a doubt. But it was very close. I could see this going for for a lot of people. There's a really good minifigures, and I wouldn't be surprised. Let me know down in the comments below which figure is your favorite from season 15, because there's just so many good ones. Asphera, Pythor, Iron Baron, Wu, the Golden Dragon Master Suits, Crystal King, Oni Garmadon, Oni Lloyd. There's just so many good stuff here that there's going to be plenty of opinions that vary in the community. I'd love to know what your favorite minifigure is from season 15. Okay, next up we have got Dragons Rising Season 1 right here. Like I said, Part 1 and Part 2 will combine in the same thing because it's just a continuation, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, and also I just want to do it that way for simplicity reasons. But yeah, we have got the regular Lloyd, I would say, ladies and gentlemen. You did have Lord Raz in this. You did have the awesome Wildfire figure. But the original Lloyd, it's OG, ladies and gentlemen. You can pick it up in a $20 set, which is now tough to say nowadays, ladies and gentlemen. Because, you can't really just pick up Lloyd in a $20 set anymore. They know Lloyd is where the milk and the butter is, ladies and gentlemen. And with the newest waves, that's tough, man. That's tough. That's all I'm going to say. But it's just such a classic design that I think will be a timeless design in the future for LEGO Ninjago. And one of the best Lloyd minifigures from one of the main sets, without a shadow of a doubt. And yeah, Lloyd's my pick. Lloyd's my pick. Okay, next up we have Dragons Rising Season 2. We also had some really good variations of Aaron in this one. The tournament suits were really cool. You have another awesome Lord Raz. Cinder was a very close pick as well. So Georgiana, a little bit of an average minifigure in my opinion, but still a very good minifigure. But we're going to have to go with Evil Jay, ladies and gentlemen. The first time that we can get Jay in an evil form, I do believe, I could be wrong though, but I know with Zane with the Ice Emperor, I know I was right about that, but this is Evil Jay right here, the first villain Jay. Also, we'll go out on a limb and say that. I do believe I'm correct though. But yeah, it's so awesome, ladies and gentlemen. Really awesome minifigure, Evil Jay. And Evil Jay's taking it, ladies and gentlemen. Evil Jay is taking Dragons Rising Season 2. I do believe that Noct should have been in this wave, but that's fine. Not a big deal. And to finish off the main series before we go on to Legends and Core, we got Dragons Rising Season 3 right here, ladies and gentlemen. And yeah, this was hard. This was really hard, ladies and gentlemen. You got the Forbidden 5 members. You've got the Storm suits, which look absolutely incredible. You've got the Rogue minifigure. You've got the red, angry version of Lord Raz. You've got Evil Aaron. Oh my goodness, this was so many good minifigures this year. And I think we're going to have to go with... Ooh, it's close between Zark and Rox. But I think Zark. I think we're still going to go with Zark. Even though he was a complete letdown in the show, ladies and gentlemen. He is not bad whatsoever in design. I love the hat piece. Looks incredible. I love the design overall, ladies and gentlemen. He's taking the top pick. But it was very hard. Not as hard as Season 15. Season 15 had, the best minifigure selection, in my opinion. But, yeah. Awesome. Zark taking Dragons Rising Season 3. We're going to be doing Core and Legends in this thing to finish off. We did do Legacy and all the other side themes in Part 1, but we got Core and Legends here. We're going to be doing Year 1 and Year 2 all combined for the Core right here. We're going to go with the Bone King. The Bone King has that awesome helmet piece with like the 4 bone piece. That's awesome. He's got that red katana. He's just got a menacing face. To be honest, Core is one of the weakest set waves in my opinion, ladies and gentlemen. But it's not a bad set wave. Like, obviously, I'm glazing. I'm going to glaze Ninjago until I'm dead, basically. But the Bone King is taking it. And we have got Ninjago Legends, ladies and gentlemen. We've only got really 3 minifigures here. And we've got the Fisherman, which is definitely not taking it, ladies and gentlemen. We've got some awesome builds so far. And we just started with the Ninjago Legends. So who knows? Who knows? We could get some more sets down the road with even better minifigures than what we already have. The Fisherman's dead last, ladies and gentlemen. We can just do a ranking of them if we really want to. Wu's going second. Kai, aka the Fire Master, is going number 1 for Legends right there. He is accompanied by the best set, in my opinion, of the second half of the year for LEGO Ninjago. And he's just got awesome shoulder pads. His bodysuit looks awesome. Pairs perfectly alongside Master Lloyd. And hopefully we can get some minifigures like that for Jay, Nia, Colin, Zane, to have like a sensei version of each ninja. That'd be incredible. But yeah, let me know down in the comments below what other stuff you want to see in the future. That will conclude today's list. We'll see you in the next one. Have a good day.